Welcome, Twin Flames, to my channel, Rainbow Wizard. I'll be doing a reading for Twin Flames. Thank you so much for being here. This reading is a bonus reading. It is still towards the end of August, beginning of September. Thank you for being here, for subscribing. Thank you for sharing your stories and for your lovely and amazing encouraging comments. I really do appreciate you all so very much. I do read every single one of them. Apologize for when these twin flame readings is something that I embarked. I had no idea, will I enjoy it or can I do them? I do say there are so twin flame readings are specific, right? I wouldn't say that I'm someone that is clued up on it, but I seem to download messages around twin flames, but it can be messy, it can be a lot. I normally don't listen to long clips myself, so I know when I produce a video that is the same length as a movie, rest assured I do not intend for anyone to listen to all of that, but hopefully some of it resonates. As I evolve, I should perhaps divide it into chapters. Anyway, this reading will be a bit shorter. Let's see what is in store for you at this time. I am sending you so much love. It is going to be a hot day here in London. The summer is back. Better late than never, I will say. All right. So, I am going to take a quick break and start this reading. So, sorry, I had to drink water. For those of you that are wondering if I drink water, I have a health condition that requires medication, which sometimes I get a very dry mouth. So, anyway, I'm ready to do your reading. The Five of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Page of Cups. So, underneath the deck, you know what? So the scenario I'm getting picking up of the get-go is that a person took a connection for granted. They took the connection for granted, and when you were there, they could have been more, occupied with friends, right? So you see, there's also people around here. They're talking. Is this person talking to their spouse? Is this person talking to their, lover? Or maybe that person is somewhere else. I'm getting a scenario here that when they were with you, they took the connection for granted, or I don't know if they were younger or they just were not appreciating that nothing lasts forever. And it's something about taking you for granted and realizing that when you're I'm getting this very I don't know, this song it's actually from Enrique Iglesias. It's loving you was easy, thought you never leave me, yeah. Wrapped around my finger, see you when I see you, yeah. Now I'm hearing around that you've been running around. I didn't think I missed you, now I'm feeling like a fool. It hit me like a heart attack when you finally left me, girl. I thought I'd never want you back, but I don't want to live in a world without you. Yeah. So I'm getting that I'm getting another scenario that you haven't been in touch with your person. For some of you, you haven't been in touch with them for a while. They pulled back. Something has happened here where they feel hurt. But I don't know yet if that's you or if that's another situation. We'll find out. But I'm getting the scenario that this person, right, they had deep feelings because the King of Cups, they are stable in their emotions. Their emotion don't really change, but because they're filled up with emotions, I think anyway, everyone has different judgment of the kings, or the cups and wands and so on. That's okay. Someone's coming over to them and saying, oh, have you seen, so-and-so? Oh, they're looking amazing. And I see that, wow, weren't you dating them? Right, they used to see you all the time. What happened? And your person looks up, or they're in a coffee shop or something like that, or playing a video game, or, they are doing their nails, depending on the gender, right? There's no gender specific. So, and the first thing that your person's thinking is that, what do you, like, they thinking, why are you asking? I was with you, I prioritized you. Can you not remember? I prioritized you. That's why I didn't have time to buy them roses. And they says that in the song, I didn't have time to buy them roses because you took so much of my time. Can you not remember? You were going through that. So, like, your person is a mature person in the sense of they're very, they're very loyal to their friends, let's say, or their family, right? But they sacrificed this connection for some of them because of friends around them, or because of, they were needed, and they knew that you were always going to be around. They felt, because they connected with you in a way of, it felt like forever when they connected with you, and you kept coming back, or you kept contacting them. They kept also seeing you. However, if it was a situationship, distance, not distance, it was you that took more initiative, or it wasn't like you were chasing them, but they wanted to be chased. So perhaps for a while it was more of you initiating meetings, but they liked it, but they took it for granted because they assumed that you will always be around. Suddenly that you are disconnecting with them, they can feel it. So they're waking up, it feels like a heart attack. And then when they're getting this quick comment from someone that have seen or heard something about you, right? Or they're going down memory lane, and they were like, oh, do you remember? Those were good days, right? So now people around them are talking about you in a good way. Now with the Six of Wands, and they're realizing that there is no such thing as they should prioritize their friends or family and sacrifice someone that is so important. Or no one should really be sacrificed. That they were unfair, and they actually pushed their own feelings down here, right? And also this person here could have got married, or they could have moved in with someone, because this person is someone that, well, if they're a male, they have a closer relationship to their mother, meaning that their mother is always around regardless, and they're kind. I am picking up in this reading so far. It's someone that is there for their family, right? Or they could have also been spoiled, right? So there is another female around them, or reverse it. But the scenario is that this person, they could have just ended up moving in with someone and they were never there. So this person they moved in with, they just accepted that that's how it was. So for them, your person, that was loyalty, that they were copying like the relationship they have with their mother, for instance, right? Or one of their parents, because that parent will always be around. But of course, a parent will always be around even if you don't call them every day, right? I think personally, I moved away from home very early and I traveled around the world, right? I think most of my 20s, I wasn't even in touch with my parents, and now I'm in touch with them every single day, right? So parents won't stop loving you and they will always be there. But they somehow, their parent haven't taught them, or, it's not really, it's your self-taught. They have this idea in their mind, and that's the same thing in a relationship. So that's the relationship they moved into. Someone that is there, they cook to dinner, they could be away for days, and they don't even have time to know how they feel, right? But then when there is a recent maturity that's happening within your person, and they are waking up like a heart attack. So when they are hearing from someone as well that they feel like a fool. So it is like, because they have had an illusion or idea in their head. It's like, oh, do you remember that time you needed my help so much? I was always with you guys. I wanted to prioritize you. Are you not grateful for that? And then their friends are moving into relationships and they're like, what are you talking about? I'm just kidding. What are you talking about? No one told you to do that. And they're like, that's true. No one told me to do that. And it's like, you moved in with so-and-so. Yeah, but that so-and-so was there. But I'm like, well, you have to follow your heart. So your person here is having this, like a late aha moment that they didn't prioritize their own heart. They thought that you were there forever. Now you're gone. You are getting like all this praise. You're looking amazing, right? They're looking at who they have, and it's not really about, I never really tried to sort of say, oh, wow, you have a certain status or following, so therefore you must be better than this one. No, I think absolutely not, right? There's so many factors. Let's not go into that. But that's not the point here. The point is that they moved in with someone that is more of a parent-figure relationship rather than a counterpart that they look up to. So they are realizing that now, that relationship counterpart, it's different than, what they have pursued so far. And somehow, I also see that your person could have been always chasing a wound. It's possible something in there, let's say if one of their parents passed, they always try to fill the gap. So for example, if they lost one of their parents, right? And let's say if there was a father figure, they always try to have more friends like that are masculine. Anyways, and they sacrifice their time. They're just, because they're missing that and they didn't do that healing. Of course, that's of course very complicated. I can only imagine. But they are now maturing and they are seeing how they moved around. So it is something that they haven't had control over because they have not healed. They're waking up with a heart attack and they are sort of now taking time here, my dear twin flames, this person is seeing love. They are finally separating the two. They are seeing that, okay, yes, I look up to my family member, my mom, my mother, for instance, right? They could have but now I see that my life is gray. And why am I admiring my person over here? And they keep hearing this, have you seen that look amazing? And what happened there? So they hear these words over and over, and now there is this distance between you and them. They, they remember all the little things you did. And as even in one of the verses, it says, I was always around my friends. And they didn't think that they miss you, but they do. And they don't want to live in the world without you here, because you finally left them. But it is not leaving, but it's that It's switched here. It's switched. So, yeah, this person, and now they feel that they can't even speak to anyone about it. And all they want to do is that they want to pick up the phone and say, I need to talk to you. So they are reflecting here, but they are sort of, because I see here they are a considerate person, right? They do believe in destiny, but there has been here they're waking up like a heart attack and they don't know how to reach you. And they realize also that they could have missed a lot of calls from you. They always prioritize someone else, right? And yeah, pretty much ignored you. So you are here now, something that you have been focusing on for a very long time. I see that you have put hours and time and blood, sweat and tears into your craft that has become more of a stability, and you get up and you do the same thing every day, let's say, and at times you wonder, this is not taking off. What am I doing here? Why did I spend so much time here? And then something's going to take off, because you as well are realizing there's also an aha moment within you. So if you look at the Seven of Pentacles, right, there is constantly building up to the 9, the 7. You find the 8. You find the 8 pentacle while you're hanging upside down. You find the 8th pentacle, and that is you're working extra hours. You are tweaking something you haven't tweaked before. Something that is not that different, but a little bit different. Maybe, you know, what is this person doing here? They're just looking and they're like trying to get this to grow. What can they do different, right? There is something about changing routine. You have Aquarius here. So we have Taurus and Aquarius, very fixed. Pisces, but I know definitely Taurus and Aquarius is fixed. So it could be like, you know, you're doing the same thing, expecting different results. But when you're a fixed sign, it can come about so. And there is this, oh, I'm going to give this one last shot. So that's been you. Then you have, in that process, you have distanced yourself, but then suddenly it does take off. And what the reason for this actually taking off, it is also linked to your twin flame journey. It is linked to what is happening about their spiritual realization. Their spiritual realization about having a heart attack, that you are gone, and that they did a massive, massive, massive error with replacing you or not giving you attention and let you slip away, their destiny slip away. It is happening at the same time as you find the 8 pentacle and it reaches the 9, and you have that abundance and you look amazing. It's that tweak that happened. So your person is also seeing you, and maybe you're not realizing that you are very confident, that you are very sure of yourself. If you're someone that have been a bit scattered and nervous, right? And maybe because we have here as well, they see that the connection with you and them could be very nervous. Maybe you both have air in your chart. Could be Libra, could be Aquarius, but yeah, you could also have, this person could have Virgo or Taurus elements I'm picking up. But it's like that nervous energy, but they're like, that is also me. So at some point your person where they looked at you and I will see if I download messages about your actual connection, you know, what's happened there, and how they view you. But because they're realizing this mirroring, right? So this person also have, it's like something in you and this person could have, like, let's say they have a phobia for something, and that makes them, like the Knight of Swords, I always find, or the Page of Swords, a little bit sort of scatty, right? You can have a bit nervous energy, which is normal, like excited energy, or it can also go into fear. But you could have something else, right? And when you were together, they looked at, because they needed someone that is very grounded and full, and they looked at showing any nervous energy as erratic or as thinking, because they took it up on themselves, but they didn't realize that. So if they were around you, they were only looking at if you were acting nervous, and they thought, no, I'm going to go for someone that is acting really confident and calm. But because someone is acting confident and calm, that means that they are, not excited to be around someone maybe, but they're realizing that the reason you maybe have showed any nervousness, for if you did so, like let's say, it was because you excited to be around them and you're a bit nervous, right? But they looked at it as protecting their own wound, and so they were like, oh no, they could have been like, no, they were, if it's like, if they saw wounds in you or something, behavior in you that they recognize in themselves, they were like, oh, no, I have to hide that from the public. I don't want anyone to see that, right? So it could be something how you behaved in public or how you were. It wasn't something bad, but if, let's say if you, there's something that, because they tried so hard to hide their wound, right? Because they looked at it as a flaw, so they could hide it behind, so really calm people, right? So let's say if they have they're scared of flying, let's say that. And then, or they are scared of spiders, or they are scared of not being alone, right? And then you come along and you are sort of showing let's say that you are someone that is like nervous, you tip things over, like, or you fall over, or you get like, you blush, right? Or you drink too much when you feel stressed, so to calm yourself down, right? So it's exactly the same as they did, but because you didn't, you did it out in the open and you were more open about it, because they're your twin, they were like, they felt like that it was you were them, and that everyone was looking at them being acting like that. So they became, I don't want to be in public like that. They have only now realized that the mirroring that can be in the open, that they took that personally, that was their wound, and now they're realizing, all the little things you did, and they're like, wow, I admire my person for being who they were. I remember, like, and then they could be looking at the person there now, and they're like, wow, this is a human way of being. They wanted to socialize with humans that portray this, let's say, calm, cool, and collected. They didn't drink too much, right? When they were nervous, they were always, that's of course a good thing, right? They were, just say that. But then, now when they are reflecting, it's coming to the realization that these wounds were your connection, that they wanted to only protect their own wounds. They were scared and nervous about their wounds to be portrayed to the world. That a healing process that has something to do with family, past ancestors, have been their focus for a very long time, so much that they wanted you to be around forever, but now they see that they didn't give you the roses, they didn't give you the attention. So this person there's something they didn't see. So your person, it could, for you, it could have been, you are like, what do you mean they can't see it? Like, I could be around in a room, they didn't talk to me all evening, or they didn't show me more affection than they show their friends at some stage, for example, right? But they, in their mind, they viewed this connection as we're together forever. And, if I go out and spend time with my friends, they'll be there when I'm back. But that's not how a twin flame journey works, right? So, all right. Spirits, can I please get some... You want to download some messages. So currently, what is happening around my twin flames counterpart surroundings? Okay. So again, sometimes read reverse, but I go with my, see here, it is that if you do like that, it's reversed if you do like that. So they were an emperor in reverse, where they were the counterpart but abused their control. Now when they're reflecting, they see that that's not the way to go about it. Instead of bringing you roses, they just gave you dry words. This person could have been very dry, meaning that don't use any emojis at the end of a sentence, right? Not everyone does that, but see, there's they are hurting. They were sitting in the middle of the bed on Valentine's Day, talking on the phone to their friend, for example. Let's say if that was the scenario. And they actually are a hopeless romantic. See here, they're getting a heart attack. They're getting withdrawing. They're searching for knowledge within now. Unexpected, fast movement communication could come here. It's a quick decision. They're choosing a destination. This realization is more of a... So twin... There must be so many stories of twin flames, and I wouldn't assume that every journey is the same. But here, I am picking up someone that could be on a distance you haven't spoken to for a while, and the realization isn't the weekend after you met them for most of them, right? It's like, oh great, I'll try this. This is really truly a change in someone's existence, how they see things. It is a complete change. So I think everybody and that's something you probably reflect more and more. I mean, I've hit that age, I can't remember how I used to reflect when I was younger, always. But anyway, I definitely know that, let's say every decade or every 5 years, you have a realization and you just think, wow, how did I not view that, right? And we all have also people, family that we push away, friends we push away, but that person, every human being have someone they could push away. It's just how, I observe people every day that, I see, we see people with different eyes, right? And even if, let's say, if the same relation, right? So here it is that they are really seeing it with how they should see it, how their wounds actually led them to where it's gray. So they're living in a world that's gray, but they did it because they were trying to repair perhaps a family relationship. So, of course, I think we are heavily related to our family history, right? You see it all the time. Is that to heal a relationship, like father, mother figure, if you don't have the parents, if divorced, right? If you are closer to your mom or then your dad, I have so many examples myself, how that is. And I see also that if I know someone, right, that have missing parents, and I'm a very analytical person, as you know, and you observe perhaps as someone that lost their father, and that is a male, they will naturally have an entourage of males around them all their life, and they probably will prioritize the males and then have a spouse that is there. But because that person, unless it is a true soulmate or twin flame, perhaps, twin flame we know is so significant, right? That is I believe that your person here, that someone that have passed or someone that they don't have a relationship that is so important to them that they are looking at replacing with, like, let's say the specific gender, have now sent them you, because you are heaven sent with a star. You are the angel that they sent but your person didn't see. It is a bit like manifesting something you don't see it. They never evolve. So you were sent because you truly, truly love this person for all eternity. And your person, they do love you as well for all eternity. But they could not understand why. Because in their mind, they keep thinking, no, I need to focus on this setup. Like, I will do my father proud. I will do my mother proud. It isn't really, I'm picking up someone isn't, they don't want the seal of approval, but they never analyzed why. Again, the wheel keeps turning. And there's something about your person evolving here, and they see that what is happening. They also are viewing people around them. And they see, again, coming back to their friend, saying, wow, they look so amazing. I mean, I remember the days, I keep getting that. They were so beautiful and so kind and so sweet. They really loved you. Don't you know that? Did you not see that? What, have you spoken to them? And your person can't answer it. And they're like, they are just seeing that their world they live in is gray. They go to work, they go home, they spend time with their friend, they have a great life. In that sense, they are in good health. But there could be something to do with a depletion that has suddenly got up. Okay, so 7 of Swords, 8 of Wands, 6 of Wands. See here, now they could have also been very sneaky. They realized that they could have ghosted you and never took into consideration how like they hurt you. And now it hits them like a heart attack. How they hurt you, they are feeling now, and it's delayed and it's really painful for them. See you them, perhaps whether you are their same sex, of course I'm picking up someone is, or you know, or you are not, and you wanted kids, right? Either way, like how, I'm just picking up different scenarios here. They're realizing they are meant to have a child with you, and there is something that they're meant to have, and they are sort of, they are in pain, yeah. They have fear, anxiety, they're a breaking point, they're despair and nightmares, they're giving up. They're not trusting a partner as well. There's regrets from the past. Someone here, because whilst they are focusing on their life and they believe that they have built up a network of trust, a network of people around them that they can fully trust. But while they've been at work, perhaps establishing money, like someone here knows that they don't truly love them. And I think you all know if you if you mess about with a female, doesn't matter, you know, how, and if that, you know, because everyone is different, because the female that is with them, that person is grounded. They look at it more as a 3D, saying, you planted these roses, now you never watered them. You told us we're going to get this, get that. Where's the money? And because your person is always running around, because they are still, because they've been running away from their, you know, the breakup with you, or that they are not with the person they're supposed to be with. They don't, if they keep running, they keep working, they don't have to feel this pain anymore. They don't have to acknowledge it. They are going to wake up that someone have robbed them of time. This could be someone that is, I'm seeing a Virgo, someone they really trusted that is stabbing them in the back, in their under their nose. See here, under their nose, someone is taking, because they know that there's something I'm picking up on. I'm sorry. So your person here, they are, they've been too relaxed around someone, and even if they are not talking to you at all, so they think, if I don't talk to them, that's fine. But they've been speaking about you. I see a drunk conversation that are speaking about you, and there is, someone is telling that their person, right, that they live with, that could be a spouse or a long-term relationship, right? You know that, you do know that they love this person, don't you? You knew that it was love of their life. I don't know what happened, but they put this person on a pedestal, right? They will always do it. They won't admit it, but they admitted it to me. Don't you know that? And this person here is furious. They feel like a fool, and they are furious. And they are realizing that they ignore that your person didn't heal. They didn't, that they kind of maybe forced them to stay. Now they could have a house or a home or something. They could have a business, but this person is livid. So whilst they are away, I see someone here. They're taking what they earned together. Yeah, they are hurting them here, but yeah, your person here, they will have a loss. They will have a loss. This person realized that your person will never love them like they love you. They will never. And this person here is also seeing that they are angry. Also, again, I never really, when I talk about third parties, I don't believe in that. A person is a certain way. Therefore, absolutely every one of us we are a third party, right? In a way. But the scenario here is that now these people that once trusted each other, they had maybe a marriage, right? There could also be that they failed to be a father, that they have made excuses to be a father figure because they know that their true desire here, it is one day to be with you. Not that they've been acting towards it either, but this person is holding on to deep feelings that they have kept a secret from the world, from themselves. It's locked up. There is a point of no return now where they are. The trust is broken. What they once built around them, they are now seeing that everyone is settled, and they're also seeing that their friends have sort of moved on they could have moved abroad. This person, we're focusing on repairing their own family as a child so that everything is set up, and that's all they were thinking about. They were thinking about someone's last wish, but instead of healing, they could have, this person could have drank a bit or, and that's again, not a bad thing, right? There could be something that they indulged in too much, but just also being busy is indulging. Whatever it is that this person was doing, it was not healing their heart. And that's, of course, one thing to say. To be honest with you, I would not know. And I'll be honest with you, I have a parent now that is, not well. I won't go into detail, but I suppose getting older, I would have to face at some point losing a parent, perhaps, and the thought is unbearable. So I wouldn't know how you can't explain to someone how you should feel, or read a book how you will do it. Everyone will have their own journey, right? So that's something I cannot advise about, but I will only see that this person here, it's their realization that I'm picking up. It is that there is an ending based on lies, deceit coming up, based on them also perhaps putting money away for themselves. Again, I see that your person is sort of abusing their power, but they didn't think that they were like that, basically. They didn't plan to, but they became... I'm also picking up their father. They idolized their father, that they didn't spend much time with, or their mother figure, right? There's someone they idolized, but they also had a lot of flaws. But because they only remember a really snapshot of them, if they have passed or not, they are using the side of their let's say father. Let's say if their father, if before they passed, they actually were about to leave their mother, that they were someone that abused their control in a way, right? But anyway, they have taken on, they've been mirroring one of their parents for so long that now, that only this journey could make them shift at some point. It could take years, right? That's why this twin flame journey could last just forever, right? But there is a clear shift. It's a clear, it's a shift happening. And it's starting off with their reaction to hearing about you. Because for the longest time, if you would have called them, send them a message or like their picture or anything like that, it was like, great, they have kind feelings towards you, but it is that of a on to the next. Now it's hit them like a heart attack that, gosh, they also hear there's something about their wounds really badly, is that they were looking at the way you were just repeating your routine. There was like, well, that's not me, right? I have a bit more exciting stuff going on around here. Yeah, it was so exciting that someone ended up taking everything they earned. So they are receiving a heart awakening in form of pain. And that's usually how it always is. A change comes after pain. You can't change without pain or a downfall most of the time if you have wounds to heal, right? So there is here, this person invested so much, the Queen of Pentacles. They were thinking of pleasing, their mission was to set something in stone, that they visualized that their father was watching them, and they think they were on autopilot, right? Autopilot. I can't speak today. I'm going to blame it on the Mercury retrograde. Autopilot. Autopilot here. I'm just getting up, doing their work, and just operating without their emotions, leaving their emotions aside. If anyone asked them, they were always like, I don't care. Now they're actually seeing that people are attracted to people that have a purpose to follow their emotions. They've been running around from their emotions for so long that when they look up, they come home. Someone could have moved out of their house. Someone could have taken their child. If they have a child, they could have taken all their money. There is something about that they abused their control, their emperor. They really pissed someone off. Maybe left someone without the shoes. They spend their time and money on their friends, right? And someone is pissed off. Maybe someone here has Scorpio in their chart as well, Virgo, Scorpio. So this person here is pissed off. Rightly so, I would say, because of course, but again, no one, everyone is on a journey for a reason, but it's that I'm just getting that I'm waking up by a heart attack, and they see is that, when someone passing away, well, you see it in the movies, right? What do I know? The roll of pictures is click, click, click. And you are in every single picture. They are seeing that. They are like, no! It's that when you are, if you've seen Titanic, if they were on the boat, back then when she threw the diamond in the ocean when she was old, but that was the end of the story, right? Our treasure, we throw it together because the treasure is with you. You are the treasure, and now you're pouring the treasure out in the fountain, right? Because you are saying, yeah, the treasure, it was a treasure, but I'm leaving the treasure, and I make a wish that there are new treasures to come. I'm wishing, because you have evolved here, I'm wishing everything, wonderful for my twin. You are someone here that have evolved. And they just see that, they haven't turned around here, but there is pain. When they realize that they hurt the person and pushed away the person that they love the most, that is their very, yin to their yang, their key to heaven, their key to their heart, the key to their happiness, they have lost it. And because they've been wearing it so thin, and also that you gave up, you really gave up. You tried and tried and tried and tried, but you also have your wounds. It takes two to tango. So we're going to move over to you. What happened there? But now they desire to give you a rose. I do see someone here that they're looking to be direct. They know there's something about them maturing. that they haven't, they're not planning to repeat history. There is their wish, they're finding the right time to reach out to you. They feel a bit awkward because I think someone here also, they would have to get to you the old-fashioned way, whatever that is, right? They would have to get you the old-fashioned way. This is not, they do know this much, that hanging around a social media, waiting for someone to post something to like and take a hint, that's not going to work with you. And they don't want to do it that way. But they could still be immature, but they know they have to do it the right way. So whatever that is, they desire to heal this pain that they've realized in their reflection. That they love you, but they have been running away from their wounds. So they saw you as someone that will expose their wounds. If they were around you, you were so different and so open about things that they wouldn't be open about. So it's a bit like when they saw you, they could have been inside. They're like, oh no, you're humiliating me. Like, I'm like that. Now they're getting comfortable with being a certain way that, again, wounds is how someone sees the wounds, right? So I see that they could have looked at you as very, I'm seeing you could have been someone that loved to boast about yourself, have big dreams, right? Could be a bit out there. And this person is coming from a place where, no, that's not how it is. We keep that stuff to ourselves. We don't boast about stuff like that. We don't have big dreams where I'm from. You know, we keep that to ourselves. You could have told them you love them and they will thought, no, we don't say that. So defensive. And they were, no, you don't say that you love me. And they were like, no, because the person that is with me every day, staying at my house, that's love. That's how they look at love. So again, mirroring something with their parent, right? Never said that to their mother, or the mother never said to the father. There wasn't that love language. But so they were like, no, romance doesn't work. They were following a blueprint of their family bond here. So when they see that that is not them, it's almost like your person have not been themselves for most part of their life. I'm going to take a quick break. The reading is a bit longer again. I'm sorry. Hello. This is the end of your first part. This is the end of the reading. Anyway, I'm doing something different. Didn't plan to, but I had a word with spirits, and since it's made me make a video of almost 3 hours, I can't believe it. Okay, so this is the first part of the video. This is the ending. This is not going to be extended as an hidden information, but I will upload the next one very, very soon. So again, this is not going to be the standard, but anyway, this is the end of the first one. I have filmed the whole, the reading, but it took a while. So it's going to follow tomorrow. And there will be another 2, right? So yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, see you at the next one.